So, time is currently, let's see, 5:04. Finished our session, beautiful session, W session, and you know what time it is? It's time for the video. Today's topic is based around the beauty of pain. Pain can come in many forms: physical pain, emotional pain, but they're the two main forms: physical and emotional. And you might be asking me, how can you find beauty in pain? When pain mostly teaches us heartbreak, suffering, turmoil, the things that are negatively associated, it got me thinking, why is pain beautiful? Why do people find joy in pain? Surely it can't be all that bad. I'm just gonna get the definition of pain. Highly unpleasant physical sensation caused by illness or injury, great care or trouble. Verb: cause mental or physical pain too. It's supposed to be a sensation that is supposed to be terrible. But you got to remember, pain is what makes champions. Pain is what makes experiences that you once thought to be bad into something good. We learn a lot from pain. From young, you're taught not to touch fire. But once you touch the fire, you learn not to do it again. But you initially needed to touch the fire in order to know not to do a certain action again. In everything we do, we're going to experience pain. Pain, whether that be in gym, pain, whether that be in heartaches, breakups, pain, whether that be in our physical health. But what we can learn from pain is that it's temporary, but it teaches us to bounce back stronger. You gotta face pain in order to have a wake-up moment, to have that realization that life is not sweet. Life is not all sunshine and rainbows. You gotta work hard. You gotta face the music. You've also got to push the boundaries in order to unlock the next level. And you're gonna feel that pain. You're gonna feel that pain in whatever you do. If you really want to be at the top, pain teaches you not to be complacent. It teaches you the difference between mediocre and excellence. It's a sign that someone has been through a lot to get to where they want to be. I look at my calluses, I look at my hands, and most people will be like, does that not hurt? Yeah, it does hurt. But the reward in the long run is much greater because I put myself through a hard road at the start for a better reward and an easy life in the long run. I sometimes ask myself, why did I have to go through certain things? Why has the world kind of forsaken me? Why do we experience pain? Like, from a physical and mental battle, but it's made me who I am today. It's made me much more hungrier in how I approach and attack things, because I know that that's a feeling I don't want to feel again. There's a certain feeling that attaches, that pain gets you out of a certain comfortability. If it wasn't for pain, I don't think I'll be doing these videos. I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I wouldn't be trying to better myself, because I know that's a feeling I never want to feel again. The pain of being broke, the pain of not loving myself. the pain of not being able to provide, the pain of waking up to a job that I didn't want to do. But that pain was then transferred into energy that was beautiful to know this is what ignited that kick and drive to me working harder, wanting more for myself, wanting more for my family, wanting more for my parents, wanting more for my loved ones. I wanted more for me. But I had to experience pain and understand that life is hard. Life will hit you when you least expect it. And we're all going to eventually come to that realization that you've got to suffer. In order to unlock the next level, you've got to suffer. You've got to experience hardships. You've got to have a moment where you're like, fuck, no one's coming to save me. And that's painful, but it's beauty. It's beauty because it unlocks a new level that you didn't know you had inside of you. And once you unlock that new level, I'm telling you now, you're going to fall in love with that pain. That pain from your first heartbreak will teach you two things. Either you go ham in the gym and whatnot, or you start to love yourself again and you realize where you went wrong and where you need to up the game and improve as an individual. Start to love yourself again. That's what my first painful heartbreak taught me. It taught me to love myself again. It taught me to go into the gym and just go crazy. But that was pain from heartbreak. That was pain from, thinking, how can I turn something so negative into a beautiful experience? And it's made me stronger. It's made me much more woke. It's made me to accept my standards to be much higher and not to fall for the bare minimum. You got to love that pain. But then you also have pain of seeing others suffer. Seeing my mom fall sick to an illness that you didn't know, like when life hits you, it hits you hard. To an illness that she's still fighting today, the strongest woman I know. But she fights battles every single day that has made me want to go twice as hard, because I never want to see the ones that I love suffer. And that's the pain, external pain, the third person pain. So pain from loved ones, pain from suffering. But suffering has made me go twice as hard in making sure that I give it all, give it my 110% in everything that I do, just so I can make it easier life, not just for myself. Obviously, it's nice to have all this goods and stuff and the materialistic stuff, but the main goal is to give back to those that brought you here. In saying so, what I've learned is to accept pain. Is to find beauty in pain. So everything I do now is to go hard to give back to my loved ones. Mainly my mum and the ones around you, but you've got to find the beauty in pain and stop playing the victim card. Because once you can accept that the world is juxtaposed in good and bad, but turn the bad into something positive and accept pain as something beautiful. Have a juxtaposition between the two and write the story the way you want it to end, the way you want it to go, the way your chapters should flow. You're going to be blessed. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate everyone supporting so far. We're going crazy. We're still going ham on Twitch. Today we had an amazing session. I had new followers, new streamers pop in. So make sure to follow the socials as well in the description, on all channels, on TikTok, on everything, on Reels, on Instagram. Until next time, you've got this. Keep chasing. The sun's going up. I'm going home. And the job's never done. Because, as I've said, pain is something that you control, and make something beautiful out of it. Till the next one,